In those early meetings with top management, what was the message that he was trying to convey?
Well, they run the company. They are responsible for the performance of the company. And you can't shift the burden down the line to their managers and the managers below them and finally to the shop floor. Quality is their responsibility because they design the system and they manage the system and all the policies and procedures in that system. And it's each individual's responsibility. I remember I attended an awful lot of seminars, as you can imagine, at Ford. They didn't cost me anything. And I participated. The first seminar that he did in April '81, I was like a shill. See, he knew that people would be afraid to ask him questions. So I was on the platform. Now, this is a big platform, a few times the size of this. And it was pretty high up. And I had two roles. One was to take the written questions from the audience so they wouldn't have to embarrass themselves, and I'd ask the question, and of course he'd criticize me for asking such an inane question. And also, I was sort of like the Secret Service for the president, because he used to walk right near the edge of the platform. So my job was to sacrifice myself in case he got too close to the edge and save him from falling off, which he never did. You know, he was 80 at that time and unbelievably strong. Now, you saw the video earlier, yesterday, and he was so strong in that video. That was what, 82, 84? Even later than that. And it was only toward the end of the 80s and the early 90s that he started to deteriorate. But I was sitting, so there was another seminar, and I was sitting next to a vice president, and when Deming says, management has to change, and this vice president said, yeah, management has to change, and he said it in a way that it wasn't him. You know, he didn't have to change, it was for everybody else. In fact, what Ford did early on, they shifted everything to the suppliers. All of a sudden, it's the supplier's responsibility to incorporate Deming's ideas into their practices. And it took a while for Ford to understand that it was everybody's role.